Ladies and gentlemen, when you ask a group of 100 traders, what is the most important aspect of trading? Just about every one of them, if not every single one of them, will give you a number between 70 and 95% of trading is based on psychology. If you don't believe me, just ask yourself, what percentage of trading do you think is based on psychology? Yet in a world like this, we are not given these psychological lessons. Wall Street is very mathematical. Wall Street tries to box you in. Once you are boxed in, all the rules are known. You're buying here, you're stopping here, you're selling here, you're taking your profit there. Everything is known. It allows for zero flexibility. In order to have an impact on people's lives, and especially as a large group, you have to generalize with psychological habits that will help turn them into future trading monsters. Some of the things that people do here in the Newsbeat live room, they don't understand. They don't understand why I just like to give money to charities. They think it's just because I'm a good person and that I'm encouraging them to be good people. Well, that is true. There's actually some underlying psychological Jedi mind trick in which I'm actually playing on you. I'm going to reveal the science of giving and why giving actually makes you a better trader. Then we're going to go ahead to the Ask Marks. I am Mark Melnick. This is the Newsbeat Show. By watching the show, you're going to pause this slide, read it in its entirety. Only then may you hit play. Thank you so much for reading that. So, giving is really the key to ultimate happiness. I never knew that. I thought it was receiving. When you're growing up as a kid, and it would be Christmas or Hanukkah, or do they give gifts for Kwanzaa? I have no idea. I never celebrated it. But when you receive a gift, it's a very positive, good feeling. When you help others, your life starts to have meaning and purpose. It feels really good when you give a gift to somebody, my kids, a charity, somebody else. You see, the real joy of it comes not from the material possessions, but from the actual people that you're actually giving it for. When we give our hearts and kindness and love to others, we get really the riches of the entire planet and universe around us, and the greatest of these things are happiness. Stay tuned. I'm going to get into the scientific part of it. When you give or when you're generous with somebody or with others, you feel abundant. Your life feels fertile, rich with possibility. The fruits of your generosity rubs off as an abundance mindset and support you to be more wealthy in literally all aspects of your life, trading included. It's really empowering to be able to feel able to help others. And what I've noticed is a lot of traders, when I bring up these charities, a lot of the things they say is, Mark, I would absolutely love to help somebody else. I am just not in the financial position to do so. However, it's very important that you actually feel like you have given something. So, is there a solution for that? There is. That is why when I donate to a charity, every single person watching the video, every single person in the room, every single person watching on YouTube, every single person watching on Facebook, I make sure I give a certain dollar amount for, times the number of people watching. And I tell you that I'm donating money on your behalf. This is actually very true. And believe it or not, it's actually very important for your success to get to the point of where you want to get to. It's sort of, from my perspective, selfishly, I would even argue, you might say, it's empowering to feel able to help others. By helping others, I'm given these great gifts, the space to be kind, to create good karma, to lift yourself up as you serve another. That is the whole point of the Jewish mitzvah, ladies and gentlemen. But you'll realize that religion and science, do indeed have a lot of overlaps. We're going to talk about the science part shortly. Just bear with me. When you lose yourself in another's challenges as a guru, when you're trying to get somebody to the level in which they can literally get to the point where they're making money. You trigger feelings of gratitude for your own life. The problems you're facing somehow lose their shine and you don't see them as major issues anymore. It's literally, I would argue, analogically, almost as an anesthesia for any pain you might be going through. Trust me, it works. You feel grateful for your life as you support another with their life. This is the true gift. Psychologists and people who are religious or spiritual alike have long been saying that gratitude is an important way we create true happiness and peace. In helping others, you're also helping yourself. I've always found this to be true. As I give love to a dog or my kids or my wife, and you give a massage or whatever, I start to relax and I actually release stress because I'm giving as I'm receiving. This is the same when I'm working to help somebody become a better trader. I'm trying to heal their psychology, and it's almost this healing energy in which I try to bestow upon people literally runs through me first and then into the other person. So, of course, I'm benefiting once again. This isn't some mysticism BS, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually scientific. Just allow me to proceed. We're much more deeply connected with each other, humans, than we could really ever imagine. Everything we do to another, we do to ourselves. We encourage another or celebrate their success, we are sending the same message to ourselves. There really is no other. We're just all droplets of water in the great ocean of life. So we are really helping ourselves when we give to somebody else. And I think the proof is really in the Newsbeat live room. Um, my room helps me make money. I'm the guru of the room, right? I lean on the room every single day to make money. As Martin Luther King Jr. once said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? That was from Martin Luther King Jr. And I'm going to explain the science behind that quote because there's a lot of brilliance behind it. Um, the associate director for the Center of Compassion and Altruism Research at Stanford Medical School, Emma Zapata, says suffering also has a bright side to which research has paid less attention, and that is compassion. She says that human suffering is often accompanied by beautiful acts of compassion by others wishing to help relieve it. The reason a compassionate lifestyle leads to greater psychological well being may be explained by the fact that the act of giving appears to be as pleasurable, if not more so, than the actual act of receiving. So there was a imaging study headed by a neuroscientist named Jordan Grafman, and he's from the National Institutes of Health. And he showed that, you ready for this, that the pleasure centers in the brain, which is the parts of the brain that are active when we are experiencing pleasure, whether we're eating dessert, having sex, or making money, are equally active when we observe, not even give ourselves, when we observe someone else giving money to a charity as when we receive money ourselves. And in 2008, a study by Harvard Business School professor Michael Norton and a couple of his colleagues discovered that giving money to someone else lifted participants' happiness more than actually spending it on themselves. Giving $1,000 to people or charities or a person gave us more happiness than going out and buying a Gucci belt. Yeah, you know I'm talking about you. Scientists also believe That altruistic behavior releases endorphins inside your brain, producing really a positive feeling you would almost call a helper's high. And the oxytocin is also released when we practice giving, and this, of course, induces feelings of euphoria and not only that, connections to other. You ever take ecstasy before? I didn't, but you know what I'm talking about. Helping others is a very contagious thing. Paul Zak, who is a director at the Center of Neuroeconomic Studies at Claremont Graduate University, he has found that oxytocin causes people to be more generous and feel greater empathy towards others. And he says that people who are on an oxytocin high can also jumpstart a virtuous circle where one person's generosity or generous behaviors triggers another's. And that is exactly what I'm trying to do. Your kind actions can start a ripple effect in your community, and studies have proven and show that people seeing someone being compassionate and helping others inspires them to do the same. You see, you ever see the movie Pay It Forward or Paying It Forward? So there's this small little unknown school in the US called Harvard Medical School. And researchers have found there that when you actually are paying it forward, it spreads by 3 degrees, ending up with a network of people doing good totally unrelated to the first person. So when I'm coming to you and I am talking about giving, and I am talking about helping, and when I am talking about supporting one another as a trader, what I am actually doing is I am actually rewarding the psychology in your brain to be more productive, make more money, make smarter decisions so you may be in the position to feel good and reward yourself like similar to sex. Reward your brain for the ability to help others. And why? All you guys in the room right now are there and you're like, holy shit, I'm making all this money. How's this happening? It's because I'm doing things like this with you. And I never knew that I had to do this. This wasn't Mark Melnick his whole life. I'm being real with you. This person was not always me. This is who I am now. Just so we're clear. And by doing these ass marks, by spending time with you, by not trying to nickel and dime you, by trying to help the person with the small account, by sitting here with the psychology lessons, by giving money on your behalf so you feel good just sitting here watching the show knowing that you made a difference in the world, I am literally lifting you up to the next level in psychology so you may be a successful trader. You want to go into the ask marks? Let's go. A little bit passionate about it. Um, That's just what life is. All right, time to delete all the negative emails and only read the positive, or maybe I'll just read everything. One of those two things might happen. Whoops, that's the name. All I do is these emails are unvetted. I copy, I paste them, I read them. All right. Hello, Mark. Rough start to the day due to being stuck in a Tesla one and done with my full size of 25 contracts. Trade was nice, but before I exit, my computer rebooted. And by the time I came back online, my $1,800 profit was down to red $22,000 loss. Did not know I had automatic updates on, but ended the day 1500 green. Make sure your computer, if you're watching now, make sure your computer doesn't have automatic updates on. It will screw you up all as a trader. Make sure you do it manually. But what I want to highlight here is I could never recover like this if it wasn't for setup callouts in the room and you brainwashing my psychology in trading. This is perfect thing for an open house member that we lean on each other. We make someone's weakness into strength from someone else. Like I am good at helping with setup creations and helping with computers. So I would talk to people on the phone, do TeamViewer to help them out, but not good at finding setups. That's where people in the room like Booth, CT, Eddie, Kelly, Kozar, Jero, and others become my strength. This is something that is hard to find in trading room services, I notice after being in 4 trading room services prior to Newsbeat. Little sad that I missed my Amazon trade today that I was prepared for, but hey, from a $22,000 loss to a $1,500 loss, I will take that. Thanks a lot for always under promising and over delivering. I might not be at the desk as I have to set up my standing desk in my new multi screen trading setup, but I will be listening on the phone. Bless you, brother. Thank you for the nice email. I appreciate you saying that. Please do make sure you do not have your automatic updates on your computer because they obviously bit them in the behind today. Next email. Hey Mark, first, and I go in order with these. First off, thank you for all your help. Things are slowly clicking in. However, I have a question for you. Last 2 days, I started the day off with losses. Yesterday from an overnight play, and today from the lag and street smart edge. I finished positive both days. But I did a couple of trades that were not the right trades. But with this bullish market, they worked. Psychologically, I know they were not a good idea, but I feel good about being positive at the end of the day. How do I reconcile the mixed feelings of doing the wrong thing and still being right, asking so these mistakes do not continue? Thank you for all you do. They all started with one thing. They followed you with you make losing money early. Look at the time in which you lost money early on, and I think that's going to help you tomorrow. If you say, okay, I lost money in the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe consider not even throwing out a trade in the morning and then maybe starting the day from a positive mentality that will remove the potential psychological negative overhead or over, the negative psychology hanging over you. And you'll be able to hopefully start from a winning position as opposed to a negative one. And that should help you potentially with your trades. Hi, Mark. I became a Newsbeat Live member room on October 27, 2020, following the last open house. Even after losing money that week, I decided to join for 12 months. So he joined the open house after losing money that week. Okay. The open house was a blur. I did not quite understand how the room operated, as it is much different than other trading communities I had been a part of. When I joined Newsbeat Live, I was a complete psychological mess. I was down $60,000 in 2020 and had lost much more than that over the last 10 years. I have been in the twilight zone for a decade. What persuaded me to join in the first place was not the strategies, charting, or education. You had read an email on one of the Ask Mark sessions about a member of the room whose family had recently gotten sick. The raw emotion and thoughtful expression that you shared that evening had a profound impact on me. I decided to become part of the community the next day. After delving into everything the service has to offer in depth, I began to improve dramatically. It turns out my mental and emotional makeup fits perfectly into the strategies this room employs. This is in stark contrast to other trading organizations I have been in that focus on the archaic risk reward strategies that have ended countless trading careers. I have been in the service for less than 3 months, and I am delighted to report I have made back all of the losses from 2020. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Interestingly, the first 60 days I was taking only stock trades, as scalping options was a foreign concept. I now do a healthy combination of both and am able to decide strategically which way to move forward intraday based on the personality of the stock, the setup, the spread, the news, and the volume. A person can succeed here even without extensive option knowledge. I am so thankful that I found this community. Mark and the traders here have pushed me to become a better person and help humanity even if they do not know it. I know it. I am humbled, grateful, and appreciative. To those that are struggling right now or have been for many years, you can do this. I am living proof of it. I'm still working through some bad habits and suffer from post traumatic stress disorder from traumatic experiences in the stock market's past, but the future is brighter than I could have ever imagined. With that said, every single day I must focus on improving my trading, fortifying my psychology, and controlling my emotions. There is much work to be done, and becoming complacent is not an option. I look forward to learning, and I look forward to learning and growing with a phenomenal group of traders in 2021. Thank you very much. Thank you for the beautiful email. All I'll say is that all I say, is that we're going to keep you in an environment. We're going to keep you in an environment that is positive, and that's going to be conducive for your future growth. And we will never let you become complacent. Good job making your money back that you lost prior to the room. Hi, Mark. Just to let you know that I am grasping all of your training very slowly. I am 80 years old and I've been playing the market for the last 30 years. I think that I have purchased every system out there and have nothing to show for it. I would very much like it if you would email me the setup of your platform, as I really do think that you have a great system here. My goal when I started out on this trading was that I would go on to be able to help my family out financially and to go on and help as many little sick children in the world as I could. Unfortunately, I have not been able to achieve that as of yet, so I beg of you to please help me achieve that goal. I wish you well, my bro. God bless and stay safe. Please direct me on the right path to do that. One of your family. All right, so thank you for the kind email. I completely respect what you're saying. Um, I'm going to go ahead and forward your email right now to T3, which does take care of that. I'm not allowed to send it, but T3 is, so we'll take it from there. And we're going to go on to the next email. And look, I know this is going to be a journey. I know you've tried every system out there. You've been in this 30 years. Got your back. Got your back every step of the way. You know that. Yo, 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 Mark. You are the best. So glad we are family. Topic A. Imagine this. Tesla triggers at $800. Offer $799.70. I enter at market on a front run. Offer drops to $799.60 after 4 seconds. I mark it out with a small loss. Offer goes to $799.90. 1 second later, I enter again on a front run. Offer drops to $799.85 after 4 seconds. I mark it out with a small loss. This sounds familiar for this is like I could generalize with this situation with you that I go through. Offer jumps to $800.10 1 second later. I cannot front run now because the offer has passed the trigger. I'm left wondering if it may be necessary to give it a little more space, assuming you will likely have to get just right back in on another front run. Just curious on your thoughts. This keeps happening. My thoughts is there is no eloquent answer. It could keep dropping afterwards. When it goes to 799.85, there's no reason, for example, that it doesn't go to 799.50 or 40 or 30. Nothing wrong with small losses. Embrace them, and also is my opinion. On a Mark 1 reset, the first digestion bar sometimes closes near its high, such that even 10 seconds before its close, the offer is well above its high that is about to form the first actual trigger level. There's really no chance to front run when the offer is below the trigger. However, I have seen you be in these trades many times, so do you personally ever enter once the offer has already passed the trigger if it's before the bar closes? Please excuse my curiosity. It has been killing me on this one, as well as the cat. All right, so on a Mark 1 reset, the first digestion bar sometimes closes near its high. The offer is well above its high that is about to form the first actual trigger level. My trick is if it's approaching the high at the end, a lot of times I'll just buy in and then the next bar opens and it explodes up or it drops, right? Drops out, explodes up. Well, I think that's the easy part, right? Topic C, know your limit 8. If the red bar that hits the ADMA on elevated volume, does that make it suspect such that now you have to wait for a totally new setup to enter on a know your limit 21 or Mark 5? That's up to you. But the conviction is dropped, whether you take it or not. Or would you still take it as if it were only one sus bar? Depends. When I take those kind of trades, I'm willing to throw them away very quickly. If things look suspect to me, I chuck them. Hope that helps. Hi, Mark. Hi. I'd like to submit a small charity doing amazing work in one of the poorest areas of Africa. for consideration of donations. I personally know the founders of Global Resource Alliance, founded in 2002 by Tara and Lynn. My mom volunteered a few years ago and they went to Tanzania, Africa to help drill water wells. They help provide basic necessities to rural villages and sponsor children and orphans with books, uniforms, and tuition fees so they can attend school. I recently asked Lynn what each of the following dollar amounts would do for the children in their orphans programs. His response is below. $100 will cover the cost of two bicycles for kids in our orphans programs. $1,000 will buy a mattress, sheets, and a mosquito net for 12 kids in our orphans program. I'm just telling you right now, they are getting effing ripped off. Like, is there any way to like send these items? A mattress, sheets, and a mosquito net is $1,000. Oh my God! I'm just saying. $10,000 will provide an annual college scholarship for 8 kids in our orphans program. Their website is to learn more about their programs or to make donations. Thank you in the Newsbeat for the continued dedication to make the world a better place. Well, I was hoping you would send me this at the end of the week because I'm absolutely going to forget about this charity. So, just to make sure I don't forget, why don't we just take care of it now? Okay. Tanzania, Africa, tree planting, cook stoves, permaculture. Beautiful. Beautiful kids. Um, if you guys want to, do you guys want to hit this thing up? If you guys want to hit it up, I'm going to put it right in the room now. Go ahead, feel free to hit it up. And please wait till the end of the week to do all the. Please wait till the to the end of the week to give to these charities. Let's see. Okay. Write us a comment. Um, bless you all. Um, next, please. They want pay with PayPal. Securely logging me in. Um, hi, Mark. Hi. Let's see. Let's pay them. All right. Tanzania. Okay. Thank you for donating to Global Resource Alliance Incorporated. Okay. Done. Next email. And yes, I did give a certain amount based on people watching and everything as well. Next email. I still suck. Whoops. Didn't copy. 1 second. Hi, Mark. I made a horrible mistake today. I traded so badly that I'm ashamed to say it. I was looking to do a Tesla one and done. We've talked so many times. All right, anyway. And bought a $900 call at the close of the first 1 minute candle, even though it pulled back. It was a catastrophic error. Somehow I switched from waiting it to set up to being already convinced that it would go without watching it to set up properly. I don't know how I adopted such a hopium mindset. Maybe it was just because I wanted to make money after seemingly never able to do a big trade when the market has given us all the opportunities. For the past couple of weeks, I've been grinding, not losing much, but not making much either. So today wiped all of this week's gains and months with it. I bought a $9.50 call, so I only had $300 of buying power left, but I overspent it and did 4 more trades, taking front run losses in Tesla Mark 1s, having only one small green trade, desperately overtrading. I failed to do the smart thing today. Maybe it was also because my brain was not working properly since I was physically tired and underslept. Are you in the room right now, brother? Do you have a sleep bracelet? All right, you made a mistake. I get it. Do you have a sleep bracelet? Do you own a sleep bracelet? I don't think he's here. Is he? Um, let me see. Nope, he's not even here. So, I'm buying you an effing sleep bracelet. All right? I'm buying you an effing sleep bracelet if you don't have one. If you do have one and you're physically tired and you underslept, why did you undersleep? Were you laying in bed tossing and turning? Was something bothering you? Was something on your mind? Was it trading? Was it a woman? Was it a man? Was somebody else bothering you? Was it a neighbor? Was it a friend? Was it a family member? Figure out what the F it is. Solve it. Anybody who bothers you in your life, you gotta find a way to move forward from them. That is the best news. If you're doing things that are just straight up mistakes, I'll help you. I'll go out of my way to help you. You're family. You're family to me. I will go out of my way to help you. But you got to tell me what's going on here too. Unfortunately, you're not in the room now, but hopefully you'll read my email and respond to me tomorrow next email. Hi, Mark. I'm checking out the room this week. Oh, an open house attendee. I've been trading for over 20 years. I've got solid overnight strategies that return 1 to 2% over a few days on average. And I'm also part of a service that sells credit spreads to collect theta, and they can return 10% over anywhere from 1 to 10 days. Those strategies don't require the focus of day trading, which is good since I do work full time. I use Thinkorswim and I like it. Cool. A few years ago, I really worked at trying to day trade but didn't pull it together. I actually got a Series 57 and was a prop trader for T3 using Lightspeed, lovely, for a while, and visited the office on State Street. Cool. I wasn't able to make it work despite trying several rooms. Knowing what I know now, it was a lot of psychology, impulse control, and chasing, but there were also strategies that weren't really clearly designed, following people who are just intuitive or that just plain didn't work, and also people that didn't even trade their own strategy, just acting like a squawk box calling out highs and lows, all in rooms filled with people calling out tickers or saying selling half here without, of course, ever calling out their entry. Yeah, that's effing annoying, isn't it? No names or finger pointing. It was what it was. The closest I got was similar to the Mark 1 or 5, but used fib extensions to define places to exit instead of the quick out. Your genius is taking the small win and not trading for dollars, and you've talked about. Although it didn't work out, I learned a crapload about the mechanics of things, and I'm pretty strong in the technicals and how a lot of the market stuff works. I know what a VWAP and an EMA and an RSI is. I know what pairs trading is. I've traded earnings a few times, don't like it. I know what it means to add liquidity and get paid for that, even tried Forex for a while, etc. I've watched the master video for the first of several times and will start paper trading on Thinkorswim to see if I can get the same kind of fills. As I've watched the room, I set up screens to watch both the stock with the level 2 and also the option chart with time and sales in level 2. This has helped me see how the options move, and I can see that it's about getting 10 to 20% return in seconds. I can see how it works, and I've seen it working this week. You have to be nimble and get the fills, but it makes sense. Just so we're clear. You know what me being nimble is? It's me with a face like this. Click, 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 click. You know what I just showed you? What a lot of millionaires, I believe, do in this room. I can see how it works, and I've seen it working this week. You have to be nimble, but it makes sense. Making 10% on a $10,000 trade is $1,000. But of course, that cuts both ways. Anyway, I understand how well developed your strategies are, by which I mean I respect how much work and time you put into them, and I wanted to thank you how you approach it. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to make the time work at this time, but I'm really impressed. Okay, well, thank you for your thoughts on the open house. And, you know, not only me, but we are here for you, as always, sir. Whoa. Hey, Mark. Just want to introduce myself. My name is Cameron, and I saw your promotion yesterday, so I thought I'd take advantage of the free week with you, even though I missed out on Monday and Tuesday. Thanks for answering some of my questions today. I read through the cheat sheet on all the strategies, and I think I like the Mark 1 and Mark 5s in the mornings the best. Me too. I also like the 8 and 21 EMA on the 1 and 5 minute charts. Me too. And the one and done. I like the one and done more than the Street Smart Edge likes the one and done. I know the answer to this question is very dependent, but which of these work well for accounts my size? For some background, by the way, I can't legally tell you what strategy to do in your account with an account your size, even if you tell me it's $100 million or $100. What I have realized is a lot of times people, you have to figure out what you do best. Paper trade, all these strategies, figure out which ones you like the most. Like through results, not like through, oh my God, look at what can happen. For some background, I'm working with about $10,000 in a Roth IRA with TDA on Thinkorswim using a cash account. Just an FYI, I'm 26, went to Western Washington University with a bachelor's in business management. I know that doesn't typically mean much in the trading industry, nor does anything. You think these Harvard graduates come out and they're good day traders? Nope. But thought I'd include that. Obviously, I haven't tested these for very long, but I will continue to work at it day by day. I'm also in Rob Smith's The Strat Group and just watched your guys' SmackDown from a couple years ago. That was fun to watch. I also see you have videos on T3 YouTube, and I will be watching those in the next few minutes. And now I'm really just trying to nail down executing and managing my risk. I like to scalp options because of the leverage and I'm under PDT. Ta-da! But I also like commons because the spread is better and easier to execute. I disagree on every name. I feel with options sometimes the spread beats me, maybe. I look for less than 20-cent spreads and typically use market orders to get in, limit orders on the S to get out, and selling the bid to stop out. I understand how decay, IV, and the Greeks work, which means you understand options far more than I do. And in the money versus out of the money options, and how the intrinsic value of in the money or out of the money options help move the price quicker for a scalp. You are way more advanced than myself, sir. I really value consistency. Me too. But I haven't quite achieved that yet. I feel I am really close. I record all my data to TraderView and journal every day. I have weeks where I'm green every day and then weeks where I fall apart. Welcome to every trading service in the industry. That's what they do out there. That's the problem with Wall Street. Indeed, I do overtrade sometimes and get FOMO because you're doing psychologically toxic strategies. And I'm doing my best to work on that by only trading the first couple hours of the open and limiting my trades to only 5 max per day. Uh-oh, here's where you're going to run into problems. I figure my risk at 0.5% of net liquidity value of $50, or that's equivalent to $50, and then I'll divide that by the stop margin from entry to get my number of shares. For options, I'll use the same risk tolerance but queue up at the money strikes to trade and sell the bid after the Mark 1 or Mark 5 stops me out. But sometimes, even if I get that initial pop on a Mark 1 or Mark 5, the option price won't move enough. Then I'll just stop out. I understand this is the cost of doing business, but I'm still trying to improve on it. I look, look. I respect I respect you. I do. I'm happy to see you in the room. I think you could be a valuable member of our community. On a side note, irrelevant to what I'm about to say, I know nothing about options. I know there's implied volatility, so when it goes nuts, the price can move up. I don't trade the same names that you do. How do I know that? How do I know that you're trading names that I don't? You want to guess what gave it away? Want to guess what gave it away? Here. You're too smart for your own good, in my opinion, but that's my opinion. I mean that in a negative way, not in a positive way. But in a positive way, I want to show you and give you something to think about. For options, I'll use the same risk tolerance, but queue up at the money strikes to trade and sell the bid after the Mark 1 or Mark 5 stops me out. So what do you mean sell the bid? Are you saying a stop limit order at a pre-designated price, maybe underneath your stop limit order? So like if your stop limit order is $2, it'll try to sell you between $1.90 and $2, but won't market you out? And then you're saying, but sometimes, even if I get that initial pop on a Mark 1 or Mark 5, the option price won't move enough. Define enough. Like that's a very weird way of looking at this. Well, you say you'll hit the bid when the Mark 1 tells you to stop out. What if the bid drops? Are you canceling your order and trying to put in another order to sell the bid? Here's my thought. I can't legally tell you what to do. You know what I do? You know what I do? You want to know what I do? Want to know what a lot of people do? Market buy to open, market sell to close. Market buy to open, market sell to close. Now, I can't tell you, I'm not saying selling on the offer and putting out a limit offer can't be more valuable than marketing out. In a lot of situations, it is. What I have found personally for myself is when I target names like Tesla, Amazon, other larger names, I don't run into these issues. I don't run into these issues. Because I execute what's called a front run strategy, which I have videos on it, which I share for free with the members of our family here in the Newsbeat live room, I have yet to experience really as a generalization that you get an initial pop on a Mark 1 or Mark 5 and the option price won't move enough. You want to know my trick? None of these traders who come in have any effing clue remotely what they're going to make or lose on a given day. How many of you guys in the room agree with that statement? You just don't have an effing clue. You're just coming in to trade smart, and whatever your number shows is whatever your number shows. I got a better one for you guys. I'll even take it a step further. How about I'll take it a step further? Type in 55 if the following statement is true. If, don't type it in yet. Type in 55 if the following statement is true. At the end of your day, you sometimes have no effing clue how you even achieved such a high P&L because you're doing the same crap over and over again. You don't even know how you got there after you did the trades. Hmm. Funny how that works. So when you're sitting here talking mathematically like this, I'm like, okay, I could see from a risk. I'm risking, I have a $10,000 account, 0.5% of net liquidity value. So that I'm sitting here and I'm like, holy crap, bro, that's some next level stuff. I am not on this level. I am like, you know what I'd rather do? You ever play Super Mario Brothers, guys? Have any of you guys played the original Super Mario Brothers for Nintendo? You did? Cool. It's like, did it, did, did it, did. Notice? Slow build up into exciting music. But then when you get to stage 1, 2, how does the music go then? Do 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 do. All of a sudden, there's a puzzle. It's a conundrum. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What if I told you this? Listen up. What if I told you this? What if trading can be stage 1-1 on Super Mario Brothers every single time? But I mean every single time. Did it, did it, did it. All right, let me try the next trade. Did it, did it, did it. And by the way, we do officially have a Mario and Luigi in the room. Did it, did it, did it. What if that was every single trade? That's how I feel as a day trader. You know what you're doing? You're like on stage like 8-3 or 8-4, and you're like running across the fire pit, dodging the Hammer Brothers, like trying to dodge all that. Oh my God, there's a flame underneath my tuchus. Let me jump. And you'd give a little hop. And you're like, oh my God, I got to avoid this. That's what you are as a trader. Look how good I am. I made it through. And then you feel like some sense of accomplishment. But you know what happens half the time to you? You know what happens half the time to you when you're running through that castle? I'm going to try this again. And you know what happens when you have a horrible day trying to do this? Continue as a trader, end as a trader. What do I do? What if you just simplified everything? I don't know options as good as you. I can't tell you what to choose. What if you just literally, what if, what if you just literally did the stupid simple thing without thinking so hard? I mean, maybe you have a good reason. I'm not asking you to do it. I'm just asking you to think about it. What if you just said, you know what? Mark's buying the first out of the money with the earliest expiration. He's trying these names like this, these names like that. What if I tried it like that? And do it on paper. Wait, he's not selling bid, trying to, it didn't go up enough. If I showed you some of the P&Ls in this room from this stupidity, you would drop a brick in your pants. That's my thoughts. Oh my God. I like to ask questions. Not only do you get answers to your questions, you get little Mario theme songs in between. But we'll watch the videos before I ask things you have already answered. And I will write down the ones I couldn't answer for myself for next time. Well, I don't want to take much more of your time because I know it's valuable. But I just wanted to give you some background info on where I'm at. Well, I know you're going to be part of the family, brother. Welcome. I really enjoy the puzzle of trading. This is the problem. I gotta know how to defeat the final boss. I need to be able to do everything. Hold on, let me. Oh my God. Yo. Hammer Brothers, bro. Yo. How about this? I don't give an F what you enjoy in trading because I disagree with you that you understand what you enjoy in trading. You want to know what's really fun in trading? Making money every day. How many of you guys in the room would agree with that? That's the true fun in trading. When you see a green P&L plastered on your screen every day, 5 figures, 4 figures, 3 figures, 2 figures, 6 figures, wherever you are, every day, day after day after day after day. That's that's what I really enjoy in trading. But Mark, board 1-1 gets boring. Not when your score is equivalent to dollar bills. Then it's not so boring. I like the fact that you're passionate. And I feel I have the talents, reaction speed, emotional awareness, quick decision making, patience, and perseverance. This is the important part to be good at this. And I've always been a big time gamer, which I think coincides well with trading. What a coincidence! You're a big time gamer, and I just hummed you Super Mario Brothers. Are you in a better place, bro? Is there a better place than this for you? You're a big time gamer. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Who are you talking to, son? Sit your ass down and listen up for a moment. Have to start laying the smack down. Kidding me? I don't mean to write an essay, but there's so much context to trading, it's hard not to elaborate. At the end of the day, all I want to do is improve my trading and become consistent. I would be happy with 25. Wait. I would be happy with 25, 50, $100 and eventually $200 a day to pay the bills and live a happy life with my soon to be fiance. That's one of your lines. Let me show you another one of your lines. I really enjoy the puzzle of trading. You know what you're doing? You're sitting there with a Rubik's Cube trying to get all the colors lined up. You know what I'm doing? I'm doing a 9-piece jigsaw puzzle 3x3. And I'm like, and I'm brain dead from the monotony at the end of the day. But if you realize how much money you could make doing that same shit over and over again. Okay, just, okay, all right. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Anything beyond that is icing on the cake. Thank you for listening, and I truly appreciate all you do to help new traders become self sufficient. That truly is what it's all about, helping people. Amen to that, my brother. Thanks again. Could you believe the emails that we get here at the Newsbeat live room? Who are you talking to, son? You think you're gonna out nerd me? You're not out nerding me, bro. You're not out nerding me. You can try. You can try to out nerd me. You're not out nerding me. Look, all right, check it out. I mean, look, just to take it to the next level, I mean, I'm chilling with a box of magic cards, a sealed box of magic cards right next to me at all times. I am chilling with a sealed case of flesh and blood at all times. Welcome to Rat Alpha booster case. I mean, I have my magic decks over there, as well as like ready to go flesh and blood starter decks. I mean, cu- cu- I even have my little mini dice here to keep track of your crap. I mean, come on, bro. Just come on, bro. You'll be on that level one day. Don't worry. We'll get you there. Don't even make me don't even make me pull it out, Henry. B. Henry. Benry. Hi, oh, no, stop. You don't want any of this. You do not want any of this. You want none of this. All right. Hi, Mark. I'm attending your free session this week and want to know what type of setup you recommend as I'm new to trading. What advance could you give me as I have a small account? How's $100? Thanks for all that you have been. Thanks for all that you do. I've been learning a lot. Um, I cannot recommend anything to you legally. What I use is Street Smart Edge. What I do is I let people download my layout for demonstration purposes only via T3. What I do is I use TC2000 for my charting. Welcome. I hope that helps you. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. Next. Next email. Try and tout nerd me. You've met your match. Your thoughts on swing trading versus intraday day trading. Is it easier to be successful in swing trading versus day trading? What are some of the major pros and cons of both? Thank you. I am enjoying your psychology sessions. Really fantastic. Thank you. Swing trading always has an interesting way of making people look smart in certain environments. When you get an environment where a weekly chart of the spiders looks like this, everyone feels intelligent because most swing trading is long, even though some do short and long. Here's the thing. In my it's almost not an opinion, but I'll say it anyway. In my opinion, it's easier to become psychologically stable and consistent through intraday scalping. Because I'll give you an example. Let's say you're holding Apple. Look, Apple is not too far off the all-time highs of 138.79 done right over here. Looks great, right? But what were to happen if you were swinging Apple from a psychological perspective from, let's say, right over here, near the bottom of the range from September 21st? You're up money, you're down money, you're down money, then close up money, you're up, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, slightly up, down, 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 slightly up, break evenish, down, 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 up, down. You get the point? It's like an effing Konami 30 life code. How was your P&L this week? It's like your wife comes to you and she's like, "Honey, how was your P&L this week?" And you're like, up, down, left, right, BA select start. Am I playing too, honey? No, just start without the select. That's what it feels like. Now, you know what it's like to be a scalper? Up, 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 down, down, up. That's what it's like to be a scalper. Pros and cons. Swing traders can make more money if the stock keeps running. Scalpers sleep better at night, don't have the stress of watching their positions after hours, pre market, worrying, sweating, looking up things, psychological stress. That's just my thoughts personally. Hola, Mark. Hola. I am new to the room. My friends actually forwarded me the T3 email open house and told me to check the room out and see how I like it. So far, it's great. The room is friendly and answers my stupid questions. I traded today using the Mark 1 and Mark 5. I cleared the day with $120. It could have been more if my fingers can click the mouse to sell. I'm sorry, your name is PC Gamer for Life. That is your email. The first four words of your email, if you consider PC a word, is PC Gamer for Life followed by numbers at your email.com. I just want to point that out to you. It could have been more if your fingers can click the mouse to sell. Do all you gamers suck at video games? Like, what is this here? Do I need to give you lessons? They don't, alrighty then, they don't want any of that. They do not want any of that. They don't want it. Anyway, I'm going to entertain your email despite the name of your email would make me seem that you would be the last person in the world to have that issue. I'm not judging. I'm just saying it's kind of effing hilarious of how your email is spelled out, broski. My brain says click, but my finger ignores my brain. How do I overcome this? You have to build up your confidence. You have to build up your confidence. You're not there yet. You're in a new open house. You're like, oh my God, I made $120. Like everything feels good right now. You're gonna have to build up your confidence from the ground up. It's not me telling, you want me to give you maybe what somebody else in another service would give you. You got to get over your fears and push forward. No, you're gonna have to build it from the ground up. In any case, my friends told me they email you by the name of the dynamic duo. Thank you. That's awesome. I do know who the dynamic duo are. They're people on the front line fighting COVID for the world. God bless them. And nothing but love for them. If there's anything I can help you with, again, you got to build it up from the ground up. You need to you want to know how confidence is earned. You see, the problem is a lot of people give confidence by flooding you with information, like what I call false education, where they'll tell you things that aren't really false, but don't really help you make money, or they'll flash you a P&L, and then all of a sudden you'll have confidence that wasn't earned. You want to know how you get confidence? You got to build it yourself. I'm not going to instill you with a false sense of confidence. You keep doing those $120 days, for example, making it up, and you'll know what confidence feels like. Good evening, Mark. Sorry you are worn out from the open house. I'll never know how you balance this room and everything else. Your wife is the real MVP. Damn right she is. I had a great day trading today. It was a nice five-figure day. I made most of my money in the morning, then traded small through the afternoon. I found a way to force myself to size down in the afternoon as I opened up another account just for trading the afternoon. I've had an issue not sizing down, so this is a way I can start over after my lunch gym break. Then I don't use my winnings as an excuse to take trades I don't like. Just something I'm doing trying to stay smart and train myself out of a bad habit that might be forming. So what he does is he's a good trader. He just had twins. Again, I love to show off the picture of you and your wife. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. She scored right here. This woman scored. She's like, my husband's Newsbeat, bro. Like she just scored. And those twins are like, yo, my daddy. These twins scored too. They're like my daddy. My daddy's Newsbeat, bro. Right over here. Just straight up Newsbeat, bro. Love it. Anyway, um, so what he's doing is he's having a good day. Yeah, send me an updated pic. Make sure the twins are in there. Um, beautiful kids. So what he's doing is he's a good trader. He makes money, but he f's up in the afternoon. So he opened up a small account in the afternoon to trade to prevent him from blowing out his real account or his larger account. I have a little advice, thank you, for some of the open house people or those who have a small account. There is no secret to winning in this room. You are given everything you need to succeed. Uh, You are given everything you need to succeed. Everything you need to succeed has been given to you. We are normal people other than the women. That's true. Follow the rules and cut your losses. The winning trades will add up faster than you think possible if you cut your losses. When you're in a trade, even if it's the last trade of the day for you, get out if it doesn't work. The next day or next trade will be better. One big key to winning is taking a winning loss. Hope everyone has a good night. God bless you all. Beautiful words of advice. Thank you so much for saying that. Nothing but love for you, Gator. Nothing but love for you. All right, next. Mark, thanks for all you pour into us. Would you please share your SSC setup in a file that can be directly uploaded to SSC? I've tried to recreate it by brute force, but it doesn't seem exactly right. I'm going to forward your email to info@t3live.com, and hopefully, I know they can help you. Next email. Thought I copied it. Hi, Mark. Due to work constraints, I've been unable to watch much of your broadcast, so please forgive me if you have answered the following questions already. I know you use TC2000 and Smart Edge, and others have asked about various other trading platforms. I have never heard anyone ask about TradeStation, and I am interested in your thoughts on that platform. I have never used it, but of course people do. How do you determine the support and resistance numbers that you post each day? I do it through my algorithmic trendline course. It is offered by T3. It's one of the cheapest courses. I believe it's their top selling course or whatever, or something like that. It's like very inexpensive. Contact a trading counselor, whoever that lovely lady might be. Do you use traditional pivot points? I don't know what traditional is, but on my free stock charts, yes, I do use basically, I go here and hit the little green plus arrow here, and I go down to pivot points, and then they all appear. And then I have them all. And I have the pivot, the R3, the S3, and everything in between. It's standard. I don't know the parameters for them because they don't show me any parameters for them. They just call them pivot points, and that's what I do use. So yes. Um, this morning pre-market, you were giving breakout numbers. As an example, on Intel, you said 6193. Correct. Because a break of 6193 could get you 6330. It never got to 6193. Right. It does not seem to represent any number on the daily candle. That's incorrect. So the number 6193 was literally um, derived right over here from July 21st, 2020. The high of this candle happens to be exactly 6193. Thank you for your insight. You're very welcome. Please let me know if there's any more questions, of course, that you have. Um, Please help Joel Tigreen, father of 5 young children dying of cancer. Even a small donation could help reach the fundraising goal. If you can't make a donation, it would be great if you could share the fundraiser to help spread the word. I love you. I like to do donations at the end. Please don't send me just random donations. And of course, the answer is, of course, I cannot say no. I just rather do them at the end of the day. Do you guys wanna hit Joel T Green up? 5 children, cancer. You guys want to hit him up? All right, let's hit him up. Oh, all right. Time to donate. Google Pay or credit card? Guess I'll use credit card. Donate. Don't display my name publicly on the campaign. Donate now. Thank you for your donation. A receipt has been sent to melnook88@gmail.com. Okay, lovely. Next email. And yes, again, I did give money on everyone's behalf who is watching. Hi, Mark. Your digestive candle recording inspired me to write these scans for the Mark 1 and Mark 5 strategies. The Mark 1 link. That. The Mark 5 link. That. Simply create a watch list with the Newsbeat names and set each of these to refresh every 30 seconds. Some of your Mark 1 and Mark 5 notifications were about 10 to 20 seconds before they appeared on the scans, but these scans can serve to notify you when a setup is happening on those stocks you may not be watching at that time. Have fun with these, and please call if you have any questions. Do you guys want the scans to find automatic Mark 1s and Mark 5s, guys? There you go. There you go. And of course, it only works with TC2000. And I tweeted him out. Thank you, sir, so much. Appreciate you helping out. Really appreciate it. Thank you. All right. You're good. All right. All right. Hi, Mark. Are you Stock Bandit from 15 years ago? Nope. If so, I followed you then, and I'm very glad that I found you now. Wasn't me, but I caught Melnick in the shower. I was a successful trader and investor when I used to live in the US, and because I had a good salary, I could freely and relaxed invest the money in my 401k. I was not something big, but I'm proud of the way I managed it. I see how compassionate you are and I identify with you 100% because at that time we gave to several charitable organizations. One that I remember fondly was World Vision because we sponsored a kid from Colombia. Is that the one where they buy glasses for kids around the world? I think we might have hit them up too. My country of origin. Then everything collapsed when our asylum was denied, and we, my husband, my son, and myself, had to come to Colombia. This country is beautiful and I love it, but there are not many job opportunities here if you're over 80, if you're over 35. Even if you are qualified, I am an engineer. And even if I am lucky and find one, probably that will pay no more than 400 US dollars a month. Now only my husband is working. We used our savings, and because of the pressure, I'm no longer the successful trader that I was. I was able to build some small capital until July of last year, but since then the account is gone. I had to use part to pay bills and also had insecurities and made mistakes. I'm willing to keep trying because I know that this is the only option that can give us the economic freedom that we once had. Other options would be to go back to the US to find a good job opportunity there, but my son, who was born in the US, can't petition us until he's 21 years old and he's currently 16. The issue here is I can't afford to send more than 200 US dollars to my broker because I don't have the means to send more. I know that with that small capital, the margin for error is minimum. The margin for error is minimal. I signed up for your open house this week and was watching the emails you receive. I felt compelled to write to you, and now my question is, what can I do with 200 US dollars? Is there any possibility to grow this money with one of your strategies? Which one? What do you recommend? I'm feeling very low now. I have no money, no income, and $15,000 in debt, and I don't know what to do. God bless you. Um, you're saying you're in Colombia. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just going to put you in touch with somebody. One second. I'm gonna connect you to somebody I know in Colombia. Okay, I just emailed you. I just emailed you. Somebody I do know in Colombia, somebody who I consider a dear brother of mine, and just talk to him. That's all I'm saying. Just words. Just you know. I shared your contact information with each other. Just talk to him. Okay? Just talk to him. And Hopefully he can help. Okay. In terms of your question above, what can I do with 200 US dollars? Is there any possibility to grow this money with one of your strategies? Which one do you recommend? The truth is, I mean, the answer is I have seen people do like $400 or $500 accounts and grow them. It's hard. You're pretty much risking 100% what you put in. In my opinion, you end up being an option trader. You're in a very tight situation, in my opinion, with what you are going through in Colombia. Before, I mean, I would recommend you paper trade, don't trade real money with anything, and figure out what strategy is best for you through paper trading. That would be my best advice for you so you don't risk any money. And also, I have a friend who is a successful trader who is inside this service, who is also trading from Colombia as well. Just talk to him. Just talk to him. That is my advice. And literally, literally just do the smart thing every time and paper trade and figure out what you do well after you talk to him. Hi, Mark. I'm struggling. There you are, Pavo. Pavo, do you own the sleep bracelet, bro? I was looking for you. You came on late. Do you own the sleep bracelet, bro? Okay. Anyway, I don't think he's in front of his computer. Hi, Mark. Yes, sir. Do you own the sleep bracelet? You were having trouble sleeping last night. All right. Okay. I'm buying you a sleep bracelet. Okay? I'm buying you one right now. I need you to go. You ready? I need you to go here to sleepbracelet.com. On sleepbracelet.com, literally go to natural frequency bracelet, sleep bracelet, and literally buy the cheapest FN1, which is the one that cost $199. This one. Buy this one right now. Go ahead and buy it. Go ahead and buy it, Pavo. And when you buy it, when you add it to your cart and you buy it, um, type in promo code Newsbeat, and the subtotal comes out to 149.25. Then after you buy it, take a screenshot of your purchase, email me the receipt along with your PayPal information, and I'm going to send you the money. Is that a deal? Do it now. Next email. Hi, Mark. I'm struggling with the option scalp. I kill it with your plays when I use stock, but when I try to hyper scalp options with market in, market out, I end up losing every single time. Am I doing something wrong? Maybe. Could it just be my system? Maybe. I will see my position green by a few dollars, and then as soon as I mark it out, I'm red by the hundreds. Any thoughts on what I'm doing wrong? Thanks. Okay. You gave me literally practically zero information. What software are you using? Are you using one that gives you good price improvement? I'm personally, there are many that do. I'm personally using Schwab, so that's the only one I could attest to. Are you scalping the names I am with Schwab? Is your system slow? What does your internet look like when you run a speed test? Literally, a free speed test. Just type in speed test on Google, you'll find it. You answer those questions for me, and maybe I'll show you what you're doing differently than I am. I can't say right or wrong. Hello, Mark. Fellow New Jerseyan here. I've been trading for over 15 years, have made money here and there, but nothing to write home about. I'm more of a swing trader due to my job. I am John A. in the open house room. I never traded options as I always heard they are so risky. Yes, you're risking 100% of your money with stocks and options. Yes, absolutely. They're risky, right? Having a smallish account kept me from buying stocks like Google, Amazon, Facebook, Baidu, Apple, Tesla, and so on. People with small accounts buy options in those. Just saying. 5 years ago and back, I traded junk like penny stocks because you can buy a lot of shares. Sure, I hit home runs at times, but more times than not, they got the best of me with many offerings and stock splits. For the last 3 years, I've been trading stocks in the $1 to $5 range, which is better. That's the funny thing. Many people with small accounts think they have to join. They get lured in by these trading services of people making money, and then they spit out a lot of these, you know, sub $15 names, sub $10 names, sub $5 names, and things around there so they could appeal to people with small accounts. For the last 3 years, I've been trading stocks in the $1 to $5 range, which is better, but the really good returns often take long to surface unless carrying large shares to which I was limited. A few months ago, I came across your YouTube and Facebook videos. I watched everything you put out, learning a great deal, and realized that you mainly traded options. Not sure if this is for me. One day I saw a video where you said options are easy, and how you could only lose what you're risking, which is 100%, which is the premium, something I did not know. Well, if you buy $200 worth of calls, you could lose $200 plus whatever your commissions are, right? That's what I mean, not like I don't even know what the F premium means. Like, do you realize like if you buy 100 shares of a common stock at $100, you're risking $10,000. Now, odds are that $100 stock does not drop to zero in most cases, but if you take that $100 stock and you buy one call option for $1, you're risking that $100 and nothing more if you just buy a straight call plus whatever commissions, of course. That video sparked me to give options a try. So about 10 days ago, I made my first trade. My account was about $10,000, with $7,000 already tied up in stocks, leaving me with $3,000 to trade option. My plan is to trade stocks with less expensive premiums until I hopefully build up my account so I can trade Amazon and Tesla freely. I also can only make 3 round trips per week, so I have to be careful. See the attached snippet of the trades, which I'm really happy about. Notice I'm not trading big contract size and the money invested is small. The 3K just about doubled in that short time. The kicker is that I left a lot of money on the table if I held the position longer. The 10 Maricals, which I bought at $1.46 or $1,457, that's what you're risking, could have easily been sold at $10 plus or over $8,500. No worries, as I'm completely happy. I see you take the money and run. Monkey see, monkey do. I hope this gives others with smallish accounts inspiration. I owe it all to you. Thank you for all the free content you put on social media, as I know you do not have to do that. The way you have helped others in the room is beautiful. Your passion for what you do shines through and through. You are a special person in a very selfish world. Words cannot express for the goodness you do. Never change, Mark, my new friend. Hope you do not mind me saying that. I sure don't. I sure do not, brother. So let's see what he's showing here. He has a little snippet. Let's see. So he traded Mara. He bought calls, and minus your fees, you made pretty much about 3 grand. 29.97.29 with just a few option contracts in McDonald's, Mara, Fuel Cell, and OEG. Names that I haven't personally traded, but nice. Very nice, sir. Appreciate the inspiration for smaller accounts. Thank you so much for your email. All right. All right. Let's see. Mark, I wanted to reach out and thank you for your Newsbeat open house this week. You're welcome. It has helped me in more ways than you probably know. You had mentioned on Monday and Tuesday to send you an email if we had any questions or if we felt we needed some help, so I thought I'd reach out. All right, you're dropping names of other companies, so I'm just going to have to star them out. I don't. I know you're coming from an innocent place, but I'm not here to bash other people ever, so I just have to, whether positive or not, I just remove the names of anyone. One moment, and then we'll get to your email. Okay. Mark, all right. I began trading 2 years ago by joining Blank. You may be familiar with Blank and Blank and their company. It was an excellent place for me to begin. Their coursework is very intense and thorough, and I'll admit it was so intense that at times I felt if I was back in grad school. That's called bad education. The whole point of an educator is to make sure that you reach and resonate with everyone. If you're sitting there talking like F and Albert Einstein to people, you're going to lose a lot of people, meaning that they are shitty teachers. Do you see how that works? Wonder why 98% of traders fail. Oh, they're so thorough. Lovely. Um, It's now astonishing to me how much I learned about trading and even more importantly about myself over those 2 years. It is through them that I learned everything I know about how to prepare to trade, how to select what to trade and why, how to execute a trade, and hopefully how to learn from my trades to hopefully become better. All of this work has been for me a labor of love because I truly enjoy all that goes into a day of trading. In December, I was joining Blank and Blank Service. At the end of last year, I felt it was time to move forward with a new group of people. Although I loved my time at Blank, I felt that Blank approach would help me progress as a trader and would be better aligned with how I prefer to trade at this stage of my development. I'm very happy I made this decision. I had been following him since the beginning of 2020 through his Blank. As time went on last year, I increasingly began to admire his dedication each morning, his enthusiasm for the day ahead, and his perspective on the market in general and particular stocks. It has been a very good fit for me over the past month, and I know that his approach will suit me well going forward. However, a key part of my development as a trader is still missing. At this stage of my trading career, what I need most is a mentor. I need someone that would be willing to review and critique my trades with me periodically. Hi, welcome to the Newsbeat Live Room. Discuss how I felt before, during, and after a trade. Hi, welcome to the Newsbeat Live Room. And to help me, and this is probably the most important part, move beyond the key psychological challenges trading can often present. Hi, I'm Mark. Welcome to the Newsbeat Live Room. I should admit that I've mentioned to my wife more than once over the past 2 years that trading is the hardest thing I've ever done. I know, that's not what she said, right? It can be especially difficult when I make poor decisions, lose money, and walk away feeling terrible about myself often for days. That is one of the hardest things in trading. That is one of the hardest things in trading. Losing money, feeling horrible, fetal position, hard to get out of bed, etc., etc. It is this toxicity, as you have mentioned more than once, that can limit me in so many ways. These are the type of things I believe I need most help with. So I'm wondering if you'd be willing to discuss if mentorship is something you'd be able or willing to provide. I would, however, understand completely if this is something you wouldn't be able to do. Sorry for the long email. You know what? You're right. I can't provide it. I would not mentor you for 5 days for $5 million. You come with a $5 million check to me, and you want my undivided attention for 5 days, I would tell you no. And it's not because I can make $5 million in 5 days. I have never been able to do that in my entire life or make even $1 million in 5 days. But why I would say no is the amount of people in the Newsbeat live room who would be abandoned during those 5 days to actually help mentor you would not be worth your price of admission. However, I still have good news for you. Instead of being one of those people who would smile in your face to take your money, would say, sure, I'll offer you a mentorship program. Look at our top scam artist right here. He'll help you for a week, 2 weeks, 3 days, 5 days. He will be there. She will be there for you. How about we give you good mentorships? But like really, not we're not going to overload you with information. I'm not going to let you sit on my lap while I trade. We're not going to allow you to do that. And I'm not going to take your money either. But what I will do is I will give you every single thing you're asking for, just like I would every Newsbeat member, by simply joining up. And yes, don't be a pain in the ass. I can't sit there and say, okay, Mark, you said you'll help me. Spend 7, 8 hours with me on any given night answering my stuff. It's not going to work like that per se, but I am here every day and I am answering these emails just like I'm answering yours every single day. And what you're asking for is something you're going to need, you're ready, for the rest of your life. So you better find somebody who's not willing to mentor you for a short amount of time, but willing to mentor you like they do in the Japanese cartoons, where little boy loses his parents. Angry, grumpy, drunkard sensei takes him in, raises him from a child until up until a young adult. One day, somebody goes and kills sensei. Young student, very angry, must go kill somebody else to avenge his sensei. Like, that's what you need. That is what you need. Okay? That is what you need. And that I will give you, just like I would any other person in the room. Have a good one. Next email. Oh, we don't have time. Look at that. We ran out again. Well, I do want to say, um, from the bottom of my heart, really, and I really mean it, but like really from the bottom of my heart, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys truly enjoyed this Newsbeat Ask Mark show. I hope you guys really enjoy the open house so far. I hope I give you a new perspective to what we do here in our trading service and why it's different than the other trading services out there. And I just really want to truly thank you for being part of our family this week. It's been, a real honor serving you. The good news is I still get to serve you for 2 more days. If you're interested in joining, there are links in the description. Reach out to your trading counselors. If you don't have one, you could click the link to join up. You'll find one in the room or email info@t3live.com. On behalf of everybody in the Newsbeat live room and here at T3, happy trading, make money, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning on